Welcome to Vaz Survival, the fall edition. Dee Dee, we have company. It rained all night. Dee Dee,
The doggy.
how you doing,
Come
Pop?
here, baby.
You ready?
Yes, you ready, doggy?
That's a good girl.
Yes.
So we're gonna get a fire going in extremely wet conditions.
Very, very, very wet conditions.
So what do you have? What do you have for the folks today?
Well, we've done a whole bunch of videos before to just show different things like the benefits of birch bark and how to get a fire going in the rain. But if it's really been soaked, you just got to make sure that you get an abundance of different birch bark, fat wood, and cut it up into nice little dry pieces. We're going to get into some of that. You see this juicy looking stuff? Get into the bark, watch some of the videos on the YouTube, and then you'll see how we can do this. But when it's this wet, you want to make sure that you have so much birch bark and tiny little pieces, because you don't want to mess around. But you can have a fire in the rain. We had one last night.
We did, and it went on for 2 hours. I couldn't believe it.
Look at this. Ain't no rain gonna stop us from a goddamn camping.
I mean, it was kind of dripping on us pretty hard at times.
Right.
Hard drip, you know?
Yes, hard drip. So we're gonna get this fire going. Is very important.
Good dude, good dude.
You've seen it done before, but practice makes progress and you just get better and better at it. You gotta learn how to use the ferro rod. The thing is that you always want 3 different types of ways to make flame when you're out in the wilderness. The obvious, a lighter, some matches, and the ferro rod. The thing that's so dependable about the ferro rod is the fact that this will last for potentially years, as opposed to a lighter. Once it gets wet, gets a little debris in it, you're done.
Extremely wet out here today with the Tokyo Firemaster.
Tokyo Firemaster.
Let's go. Hey, buddy, let's go. Lose your quit. Let's get it. There you go. Lose your quit, kid. Let's go.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That was the toughest fire ever. And it's not out of the blue yet, but that feels so freaking amazing. That felt almost impossible. So I don't want to go too quick and throw this stuff on at all yet. I want to make sure that this stuff is going to burn a little bit and use the little guys of birch. It's seriously the most satisfying flame that I've ever made, ever. Can't give up, even when things seem like they're not going to work or you're done.
You have to lose your quit.
Yep. Man, absolutely toughest conditions. And you can easily get so frustrated and want to give up. This is the most satisfying fire that I've ever had. What do you think about this, man? This is intense.
I mean, we've been out here with some wet weather, especially in 2021. You know, it's been very wet, but we definitely put some work in on this one, and it does feel good.
Yeah, it was insane. I felt like I was in like a fight or a marathon. I had to take breaks, you know. Never give up. No, it's true, man. This was tough. Just because you got a ferro rod and it can make it spark, and you've made a fire so many times with birch bark and all different things, you can't expect that you're just going to come out every time and be like, wow, this is easy. I really didn't think that I was going to get it. But you never give up. What is the term you say?
You lose your quit. Lose your quit.
Lose your quit, man. And get out into the woods. It's medicine. Ooh-wee. Thank you very much for getting this super fire roaring.
Anytime. I mean, you were pretty busy back there.
Oh, thank you. So, like I was saying, it's good to be prepared and set up this tarp, and then decided actually, I set it up in one way because of its specific size. And then I just saw a dead hemlock tree, and I decided to just, or one that came down, I decided to just take some, pop it on the top so that way the rain would just catch. However, I'm very aware that there's another form of a tarp shelter that you can make where it goes over as a roof, and I'll be making that in the future. It's very simple. It's just sometimes you're just winging it, and I decided to be like, hey, what are you gonna do? It hasn't been raining for a while. It's just like this tiny little thing. I'm also gonna show you guys in the back real quick what I did. So, very, very simple. You can make some stakes, or you can just take a rock and tie the rope around it, and that's how I did that. Very, very simple stuff that doesn't burn calories. I just use rocks to bring that down and to seal it. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, little doggy. Just tie it to a nice rock, and before you know it, you got yourself set up.
Gotta feed the belly with little stuff, but you know, for later, you know, the belly full, then it becomes the heart, and then you gotta feed the belly in order to get the heart of the fire. It's all about heart in life and everything.